Hi, congratulations on your new RV. We're really excited for you. Please make sure before you're signing that you bring the following items with you. If you're a cash buyer, please make sure that you bring a cashier's check, no personal checks at time of signing, or you may bring actual cash. If you're a finance customer, please make sure that you bring proof of insurance listing your specific lien holder. If you need that information, please call us ahead of time. Also, make sure that you bring all valid driver's license of all persons that will be listed on the title. If you have a trade that you're trading in with us, please make sure that you bring your 10-day payoff as well as your title and all persons who will be listed on the title of that trade. Arrive 30 minutes early before your appointment time so we can properly inspect your unit, and also make sure that you have the fridge on and running prior to arrival. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call at 810-686-0710. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
Hello, it's Mike with TradeWinds RV Center here to congratulate you on your Keystone Bullet 331 BHS bunkhouse travel trailer. I'm going to walk you around it, show you how to use a few things to get the best out of your camping experience. Let's start by talking about arriving at the campsite. A few things to take into consideration when parking this. On your campsite, you got a huge awning. Be plenty of room for that to come in and out. Then over in the off campsite, you got a couple slides. But besides your slides, I also want you to think about where your power and water connections are going to be. Your water docking stations could be at the front of the unit. And your power shore cord is going to plug in right back here on the back of the unit. So park accordingly so you can utilize facilities at the campsite. Once you arrive to unhook your hitch, first thing we're going to do is level your unit. Power tone jack on this unit. Night docking light should you arrive at night. Simply retract to lower, extend to lift. Should you lose power, manual override right there for this hand crank. That'll get that up and down if you lose power. Your unit comes with power stabilizing jacks that just happen to be handled from your docking station. Front one's the front, rear one's the rear. As I extend these down, I'm going to recommend stabilizing jack pads. Jack pads are going to protect the feet of your stabilizing jacks from dirt, debris, and hot blacktop in the summer. Better distribute the weight. Good investment. Use your 10% off coupon. Grab a 4-pack. I'll see sometimes these legs will come down one at a time. Other times they'll come together. Pretty much got a mind of their own, but the fact is they'll come down. Put your pad down there. But these come down just until they're taut on top of the pad. Remember, our unit's already level. All we want to do at this point is stabilize it. Another thing to point out, sometimes your feet may be turned. It's just on a little bolt. Just flip that down so you can get it nice and flat. So it'll come down flat on top of your stabilizing pads. Okay, you only want to run these down until it feels like it's going to lift the unit. So watch the one on the other side. As soon as it's taut, stop. Our unit's already level. We don't want to break that. We just want to get it stable. So again, repeat the same on the back. Get them down. Got our unit level and stable. Let's hook up your power and water. Alright, the way these new pistol grip cords go in. Short cord. You gotta line that slot up there on the left. Get that in. Turn it to the right. Put on your black washer. At the end of that 50 amp service, should you need 50 to 30 dog bone comes with your convenience pack, and a 30 down to 15 in case you need to plug into a 110 somewhere. Got your power hooked up. Let's hook up your water. Come back up to your docking station again. We're going to hook up to city water all the way down here on the right. First and foremost, your water pressure regulator. This water pressure regulator is going to reduce the water pressure to 40 to 50 psi, protecting the lines in the unit. Always use this when hooking fluid up in here. Hook that up, hook up your hose, but don't turn your hose on yet. We're going to go around, just make sure our hot water heater is plugged up. So over here on the campsite, may have left it unplugged last time we were out here. Go ahead and get that in there nice and tight. Little plumber's tape around there. Once that's in there snug, you can go ahead and turn that hose on. Now, after that hose has been on for a little while, go inside there and deploy your slides. Because I need you to get in there and open up all your water taps. Open up them water taps, get all the air out of the lines, get a nice steady flow of water going through them. And then you'll know that your hot water heater is full. You shut them taps off. Then you can turn that hot water heater on from indoors. Now let's say we're gonna go camping and we're not gonna use city water to camp. We're gonna go dry camping or boondocking. In that case, we're gonna just fill up our fresh water tank. Fill that up simply with a hose. No need for a water pressure regulator here. 2 ways to tell when that's full. One, there's an overflow valve right here. Or 2 on the inside where you check the levels of your black and gray tanks. There's also a freshwater tank. Once that's full, remove your hose, put that cap back on, and whenever you want to utilize that water, you'll turn on your water pump. Don't turn on your water pump and hook to city water. That's already pressurized. All right, we're all set up with power and water, ready to camp. Let me walk you around the rest of the outside of the unit, continuing here in the docking station. City water, fresh water, black tank flush. We'll talk about that when dumping our black tanks. That'll clean our black tank out. Again, our stabilizing jacks, power and our cable and satellite. Here's where you'll turn on your winterization. Down here's your hot water bypass. Here's where you winterize it. You have a spray port hose here. This is for a hot and cold shower. And a convenient area right here to run your hoses down through. Big pass-through storage here. Your inverter prep is on the left. Come down our campsite, off campsite. There's where we'll dump our black and gray tanks. One thing to mention on these slides, your wiper sills here, you want to add to the longevity of the life of these, you want to keep them pliable. To keep them pliable, they have a spray that you can spray on these. Great investment. Coming around the back side, again our rear stabilizing jacks. Spare tire, I highly recommend getting a cover for that. That'll keep it from dry rotting on you. Again, our power. You're prepped for a backup camera back up there. Another spot for that spray pour hose. We do have an outdoor kitchen over here. Quick connect LP right there. Outdoor griddle and stove, or fridge, excuse me. Coming down your campsite, you got a couple outdoor speakers. Access to the back of your fridge. That's a flue for your furnace. 2 things on that. Make sure it's never blocked. And if you are running your furnace, steer clear of that. It does get hot. Prep for a TV out here. You can plug in a cable in 110 here, set it on a table, or it's actually a mounting bracket on the wall here. Again, your hot water heater, your low point drains, your awning. If it's raining, pick your cables down there. You want the rain to come this way, pull on your pitch adjust. That's going to send all the rainwater this way. Just bring it up close to where you were before it closes up, and it will bring itself in correctly. Again, your pass-through storage up here. Here's a light up front. Top there. Up here. Batteries, battery disconnect. That'll disconnect all the battery power to the unit. That'll come important later when I talk about your carbon monoxide propane detector. Your propane does have a cover and a regulator. Simply point it toward the tank you wish to be using, lefty-loosey to open. Lastly, outside here, here's where you prep for solar. Plug in a solar panel there and that'll trickle charge your batteries. That covers everything out here. We'll take a look on the inside. Coming up beside the unit, first thing I like to point out is your fire extinguisher. Make sure that you and everyone that's camping knows the fire extinguisher is located at the entry doorway in case of an emergency. Straight up and to my left is my control panel. So here's where you check your levels, your brand new battery, fresh button, that's the one you hold down when filling up your potable water, black and gray tanks. Here's where you turn on your water heater hooked to gas, your water heater hooked to electric, and it does make a difference. Here's where you turn on your water pump if you're using that potable water, porch and ceiling lights, slide controls, awning control. On that awning, you only want to run that out until that flap falls down to 90 degrees and you can see that brown bar. If you hold that button down, that will continue to run itself out and start to run itself out backwards. So keep an eye on it, make sure you don't run it out further than you need to. As I'm running that in, we'll go right below that and talk about your thermostat. Let's turn on your air. You'll hear that come on. And different modes on that are your cool for air, heat, and off. Continuing, coming inside the unit. To our right, some closet space. Got a TV, sound system. Turn that on. Indoors, outdoors, AM, FM, and then Bluetooth compatible, nice sound system. Turn to your Dometic fridge. Controls are up here. Turn that on right here. Auto means when you're plugged in, you're running off electricity. As soon as you unplug, you go to gas. Lift that up, now you're strictly gas. If that light comes on, gas is low. Cooktop, you got a fan and a light. Your glass top here, I'll show you that makes an excellent backsplash. Flip that back like so. Turn on your panel light. Watch it turn from blue to red. Hit your spark, there's your flame. Same thing on all these. Even your oven. Turn that to light. Hit your spark down here. That will light it. And then just turn it to your desired temperature. Panel light, rock that down to become an oven light. Between your oven and your fridge is going to be your 12-volt carbon monoxide propane detector. The reason I mention that's 12 volt, always running off your battery. So if you are out boondocking, dry camping somewhere, nothing plugged in charging your battery, use your battery disconnect to keep this from running your battery down if you're going to be gone all day. A lot of individual lighting up in here. USB power port, we like to call those. Store away. Your table. Turn this handle to the left, that will release this. Pull it down, set it on here, put your cushions on the back, and that'll give you another sleeping quarters. More lighting up here. Recliners are simply just pull recliners. Couple of USBs back there. Heading into our bathroom, bunk area, excuse me. Back into our bunk room. These will fold out into a big queen bed. I recommend traveling with this bunk down. I trust these to hold this bunk more than I do just a little thin piece of metal as we're going down the road, bouncing, whatnot. So big bunk area here. Prep for a TV up here too. You can put a TV on there, cable and satellite. All this lighting back here is individual. Hand crank open vent, no exhaust fan to it. And lastly, we'll head back into the bedroom bathroom area. Going into our bathroom, a couple things in here to mention. There's our lighting. Shower door, make sure you have this closed and secure for travel. Bunch of PEX plumbing to keep an eye on. You have a 110 with your GFCI reset in here. Your bedroom, all this lighting in here is individual. You're prepped for a TV there on this back wall. You do have a little bit of storage area underneath your bed. And that about covers everything on the inside. Let's act like we're leaving the campsite and close the unit up. Make sure all vents are closed. Walk through your unit. I like to say doors and drawers. Walk through your unit, make sure all doors and drawers are closed. Nothing's going to impede your slides from coming in. Take your table extension here and put that, make sure that is put away. Come back to our control panel over here. Shut off my ceiling lights. When the ceiling lights off, I can see any individual lighting that I need to walk through and shut off. Got all them off, I can come back over here and turn on my ceiling again. Here glided one room in. That's gonna bring in my living room. See the importance of having everything closed. This will bring in our bunk room. You definitely have to make sure that this bedroom door is closed. I'm bringing this in. And you'll be able to hear that's all the way in. Alright, exiting the unit. Biggest thing you want to remember here is to leave this door all the way open so this doesn't catch on it. You also have adjustable feet. Just remove this little cotter pin. That'll bring these up and down. Set this inside, turn it right or left, it doesn't matter. Lock that in there. Lock and deadbolt your exterior door. Lift and turn that handle for travel. Now you may want to wait on locking it till you're done dumping in case you want to go in there and look at your tanks. But have that door like that when you leave the campsite. Alright, if we are out boondocking, we're going to dump our freshwater tank. Drain for that is right over here. Otherwise, unhook your power, your water, your cable, bring up your stabilizing jacks, hook up your hitch and head on up to the dump station. At the dump station, park accordingly. Your dump's going to be a few feet in front of your tires on your off-camp side or your driver's side of your tow vehicle. Arrive, hook up your hose, and pull that black handle. That's going to be your sewage. When it sounds like, you can usually hear it running in the hose, when it sounds like it's no longer draining, leave that black handle open, grab your hose at the dump station, come back up in here and hook that up to your black tank flush right here. Let that run for a good 5 minutes. Gonna wash all that nastiness out of your black tank. Emphasizing leaving that black handle open while you do that. When you're done, remove that hose, close that up, make sure all that drain water that you just put in there, that washout, has drained. Then close your black and pull your gray. While your gray is draining, I like to go ahead and dump my low point drains. And if I'm done for the season, I go ahead and empty my hot water heater. So low point drains can be over here on the campsite, right here in front of your tires, under your hot water heater actually. Whenever done draining, if you're done for the season, you want to dump this, come up here, lift up on that pressure release valve. That's going to dump some hot water out of there, just like so. When that's done, push that back down, otherwise you won't be able to close this door. And then you can pull this drain plug for your residual water. Hook up your hitch. So close that back up. Go ahead and come on around here, make sure that gray tank is finished dumping. When it has, go ahead and remove your hose and conveniently and sanitarily store it right here in your bumper. Again, thank you so much for your purchase. We hope you guys enjoy this bullet for many years to come. Happy camping.